The strange plant. Tai had always been the adventurous type, often exploring the untamed corners of his backyard. One sunny afternoon, he stumbled upon a peculiar plant he had never seen before. Its leaves were a vibrant shade of purple, and it emitted a faint, sweet aroma that tantalized his senses. Without thinking twice, Tai decided to pluck a few leaves and take a bite. The taste was unlike anything he had ever experienced, sweet and slightly tangy, with an otherworldly quality that made him feel alive. He devoured more of the strange plant, feeling an exhilarating rush as he did. However, as the last bite vanished down his throat, a wave of dizziness washed over him. The world began to spin, and before he knew it, Tai collapsed onto the soft grass, unconscious. When he finally opened his eyes, he found himself lying on a smooth surface that felt warm against his skin. Confused and disoriented, he sat up and looked around. Gone were the familiar sights of his backyard. Instead, he was surrounded by towering trees with luminescent leaves and an iridescent sky filled with swirling colors. "Where am I?" Tai muttered to himself, rubbing his eyes in disbelief. As he stood up, he noticed that the ground beneath him sparkled like crushed gemstones. The air was thick with the scent of exotic flowers and something sweet, yet unidentifiable. Just then, a group of small creatures resembling a cross between rabbits and lizards approached him, their eyes wide with curiosity. "Welcome to Zenthara," one of them chirped in a high-pitched voice. "You're not from around here, are you?" Tai blinked in astonishment. "Zenthara? I've never heard of this place. How did I get here?" "You ate the dream leaf," another creature exclaimed, bouncing excitedly. "It's a rare plant that can transport you across dimensions. You must have traveled 3 million light years." 3 million light years? Tai echoed in disbelief. "This is insane." The creatures introduced themselves as the Zenthari, a friendly species known for their vibrant colors and playful nature. They explained that the dream leaf was both a delicacy and a portal to other worlds. While Tai was fascinated by their cheerful demeanor and incredible surroundings, he couldn't shake off the feeling of homesickness. As they led him through their enchanting village filled with sparkling structures made from crystal-like materials, Tai learned more about Zenthara's culture. The Zenthari loved music and storytelling. They shared tales of their adventures across the cosmos while dancing under the glowing sky. Despite the joy surrounding him, Tai longed for home. He shared stories of Earth, its landscapes, its people, and its mundane routines, which fascinated the Zenthari. They listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder. "Is there any way to get back?" Tai finally asked after sharing tales of Earth's beauty and simplicity. The Zenthari looked at each other knowingly. "The dream leaf can return you home," one said gently. "But you must find another leaf before sunset. Otherwise, you will be stuck here forever." Determined to return home but excited by the adventure ahead, Tai set off with his new friends to search for another dream leaf. They traversed lush valleys filled with bioluminescent flora and climbed crystalline hills that sparkled under the alien sun. As they searched high and low, Tai felt more connected to these creatures than he had ever felt with anyone back on Earth. Their laughter echoed through the valleys as they played games among the trees and shared their dreams for the future. Just when hope seemed lost as the sun began to dip below the horizon, Tai spotted a familiar purple hue peeking out from behind a cluster of shimmering rocks. Heart racing with excitement, he rushed toward it. "There it is," he shouted triumphantly. With careful hands, he plucked the dream leaf from its resting place and turned to his friends. "Thank you for everything. You've shown me wonders I never imagined existed." The Zenthari gathered around him, their eyes glistening with emotion. "You'll always be one of us," one said softly. Tai held up the dream leaf as it began to glow brighter in his hands. "I promise I'll return someday." With that declaration hanging in the air, he took a deep breath and bit into the leaf once more. The world around him shimmered and blurred until everything faded into a brilliant light. When Tai opened his eyes again, he was back in his backyard sprawled on the grass where it all began. The familiar sights of home surrounded him, his old treehouse, the fence bordering his neighbor's yard, but now they felt different somehow. He smiled at the memory of Zenthara and its vibrant inhabitants who had welcomed him into their world. As he stood up and brushed off his clothes, he realized that adventure could be found anywhere, even in your own backyard, if you were willing to take a chance on something strange. With newfound appreciation for both Earth and the universe beyond it, Tai looked up at the sky filled with stars twinkling like distant dreams waiting to be explored.